everybody, Jingle 12 here, back again with another video, and today, as you probably already know, we are doing another great file video, the Cube Competitor Files video. Today we are going to be once again talking to two teammates that have competed and have fallen out of the tournament and gave their permission to be interviewed. So today we have two good people here to be talking with me, and I don't know if you could already tell by their little cubes that you can clearly see on the table, but we have Kwiekie and Redwort here that are going to be interviewed today. Say hello, you two.
Yo,
Hello.
what's up, guys?
So we are going to be having a nice little calm interview and see how that goes. I've got some questions written down, and they're going to answer them, and we're gonna have a nice discussion. Am I right? All right.
No.
So, oh no, I was wrong. Okay.
Oh wait,
It's
is
not
that
gonna be a
actually?
nice-
Oh, am I not? Oh, okay. So I didn't even know.
we're gonna have a horrible discussion. We're gonna argue and all that. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, so as I did earlier, I'm just gonna jump. I'm gonna go ahead and ask. Didn't do this last time, but I need to ask. So how will people know you? Like, I know Redwort. Like, for people that don't know you, how would you like describe yourself? And how would people get to know? Like, how do you think people would know you?
I'm a mega cube investor.
That's all. I mean, okay.
That's the main
If,
reason.
and Kwiekie.
Well, for me, back in the day, I used to play Cube Defense a lot in beta, and I was the first one to reach a level 100. And a lot of people know me, and then also watch my videos. So that's, I guess, why a lot of fans and people know me.
Nice. So I guess that's a great opening. That's a great example. We know exactly who they are now, but that's them too, and I'm sure everybody knows who I am, so we don't have to go with that. So I have, as I did last time, a bunch of questions written down here. So we're gonna go ahead and just open up right here with the first question, which is what just to your for this is the last match. This is when you got fallen out. You guys were defeated in the Sweet 16. As I believe probably a lot of people that are watching know. My question to you is, for the first map, you guys did, what was it, Roblox City? Did you guys decide that map as a team, like with your opponents, or was that just like a random map that was selected?
Well, first we were about to do 4 biomes,
Oh,
but
yeah.
4 biomes was not
Oh my.
in competitive. So then we were saying, do you guys want to do Roblox City? And they were like, yeah, sure, why not? And Taylor was like, huh? Why not 4 biomes? And we were trying to say to him, yeah, it's not in competitive. And he didn't listen. And then we did Roblox City anyways. So yeah.
Did he get mad?
Well, nah, because they won anyway, so.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it ended up working out for them anyways. Yeah, I was gonna ask you why, but well, I guess just because it sounds like. Just because map.
Roblox City has a lot of water on it.
It's pretty good map to play on. It's especially for endless. That's for sure. So good map choice.
It's big, it has water, it has land, it has everything.
You can fill the towns you need.
Surprisingly though, I haven't seen a lot of competitive matches with it, so that was a bit of a surprise to me. I think I've only seen like 3 or 4 where it was played on that. Now, again, I haven't seen all the matches, but to my memory, I only know of like 3 or 4 that were actually played on that map. So that was a bit of a. I expected it to be seen more. Well, with that, what was your cube sending strategy? Whenever you were sending, what was your plan against Telly and Wolfslayer Epic whenever it came to your sending?
Red, you can say it.
We were gonna send purple cube bosses, but they obviously had a much faster income in money, so they could get purple cube bosses faster, and that's basically what they did.
Yeah, it was basically purple cube bosses with wizards, and yeah, that's like a really overpowered strategy because
so they used
you can't defend against that.
Really hard to kill.
So they did wizards too. So the wizards. So
yeah, they did the exact same thing.
Yeah,
they did purple and wizards.
Yeah, I've still got yet to decide. Viewers that have watched the stream, they probably already know. We don't actually know what the results of the semifinals are yet. That's happening tonight. We're recording the day of. But We have yet to decide whether or not we're allowing wizard cubes or if we're allowing full send wizard cubes yet. Like, if we're going to allow only like 1 or 2 per send. We're not sure yet. We've got to go over that. But once we decide, we'll find out for semifinals whether or not that's allowed, because it's definitely overpowered. I want to find out whether or not it's too overpowered. If it's overpowered, it's probably going to be gone anyways. So I mean, your cube strategy was purely purples. You didn't have any other strategies for sendings? Anything else?
Maybe
I'm gonna use either sun cubes or wizard cubes if we made it to wave 60, like the final wave.
because there are a lot of
the super sun cube
super
bosses.
suns.
We could use that and buff them and do more damage than they're doing to us to win at the end.
That makes
We
sense.
haven't made it there.
So yeah, then those are actually the only 2 strategies we really had.
Apologies for that quick little interruption. Had to step out there for a second. We are back again. Where were we last talking? I completely forgot what we were talking about.
Strategy of sending cubes.
Oh yeah, I think we've gotten through that. So we're gonna move on to the next question. What is your tower strategy? What was your like defensive strategy? And I know that's probably usually going to be pretty similar to most others, but like just like terms of what you use to upgrade your temple with, where you put your temple, stuff like that. OS, OC, what you did and didn't use at what times, that sort of thing.
I actually got a good idea. So, Red, you say your thing, what you did, and then I'm gonna say my thing. That's maybe a good idea.
Yep.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I started with placing some
mountain minis.
Oh yeah, I placed some mountain minis, and then I got them to level, I think 3. No, yeah, I got them to. My God.
Bullet storms.
My brain got blank.
Kwieke's filling in all the answers for you.
Falling apart. Yeah, I got them to bullet storm.
Okay, so for our and then we got our temple because I was farming with oil rigs. So basically, Red was defending with mountain minis, level 4 bullet storms. Then after I got my oil rigs maxed and my factories, we were doing temple. Most of the time we did temples like in the back, at least half of the map, because the nuclears will stun them. If infinity spawns a nuclear, then you're screwed if that happens. So for our sacrifices, we used stealth bombers and
stealth. Interesting.
Start.
Yeah, with campfire stealth and I think railguns, and that's actually it. And we used that for the entire game almost. Sometimes I used more railguns, and then I used a bit of stars and blade spinners.
Railguns or rail minis?
I used for railguns.
Really? I haven't seen railgun used much, so that's interesting.
Oh, really? I didn't even know.
Yeah, I haven't seen railgun.
Their like DPS in total is quite a lot actually. It's like it's a bit
recently. Oh wait, no, because Rail Mini got buffed, I think. At one point.
Yeah, Rail Mini got buffed.
The DPS of railgun is 960, I think, when you placed all of them down max, which is actually good. So that's actually quite good DPS, so that's why I used it. And it's not that expensive for temple sacrifice actually.
So is Rail Mini. Rail Minis. I use Rail Minis for upgrading my temples.
If we were like in trouble, Redwort put like miniguns down for the temple or
rushes.
Rail Minis. Secondary option.
So yeah, that's our thing. What we did.
I have no idea where we are again. I've been interrupted so many times. This is so bad.
Tower placement.
Oh, this is so bad. Okay.
We already did that with temple.
Okay, well, what were we were talking about the tower strategy. You already told me your tower strategy. So now we're on to question 4, I guess. What about did your strategy ever change from your original match compared to the match, your final match? Like, did that strategy adapt or change to the opponent or the map? Like, how did that get affected?
I'm thinking at the moment, not that
it didn't really change much.
Maybe first we got well, at least for me,
Oh yeah,
I got my MK2 temple like at when I had my 3 temples, so that's
Mm.
a bit late. So
Mhm.
then I placed it way earlier at literally the first temple. So I think that's actually the only thing for me that changed. I
I
don't think
Interesting.
much changed.
yeah, I placed factories earlier, which helped get cash faster,
Mm-hmm.
but obviously not enough to win in the end.
Mm,
Yeah.
li-
Also,
honestly, like Red was getting, ah, his money wasn't good at that
yeah,
moment.
I
Eh,
didn't bring oil rigs, and that probably we might have
Yeah.
won if I was also getting money from the oil rigs.
Yeah. The
mhm.
oil was
So yeah, for me, nothing else changed. It was for me. It's really simple. Get oil rigs, get factories, then get your temples, then
Mm-hmm.
MK2 temple, orbital cannon, orbital satellites, then stealth bombers. But stealth bombers I already placed because
Mm,
I. It's when I place my first temple, then I place my stealth bombers next to it. At least for Roblox City, I did, which
yeah,
Red did as well. So yeah, it was temples, Stalvomer, then MK2 temple, and orbital cannons and OS. And that's yeah, that's at least for me. Red did instead of temples Poseidons.
oh
And
yeah,
so
So
yeah,
yeah, that's it.
pretty straightforward strategy. I mean, in terms of temple placement, I guess a lot of the strategy changes comes from what people do with their cubes, because the
mm,
cube sending is where I see a lot of strategy. And I mean, there is some temple way strategy, for example, placement wise, tower placement
yeah,
wise,
the
but
nukes,
I mean, it is very
Mhm.
sim. I mean, they are. It is very similar. I cannot deny, but there are differences that really change. That can really change the strategy. Um, so we've talked about your strategy. We've talked about why what map you chose. We talked about whether or not you changed your strategy at all. So now that we've talked about all that, how come that strategy didn't work? What happened to cause you to lose with Wolf and against
Okay,
Wolf and Telly?
I'm gonna say that because I know
yeah,
that. So basically, what Tele, I I guess I can say that what they did. So they both farmed. So Red was actually defending first.
Mm-hmm.
So they both farm oil rigs, factories with campfire on it to reduce the cost price of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were getting splash damage towers like
mm,
orbital satellites and stealth
Mm-hmm.
bomber, which gives you in general a lot of cash when it
yeah,
comes to splash damage. Then they got their orbital cannons, and then they had their temples and Poseidons, and they had way more cash than us. Because
Yeah,
we, or at least
I
what
kind
we
of
did
felt.
was, yeah, I was the only one farming. So Red was just defending, which he didn't
which
get a
hard.
lot of money.
That's really
hmm
hard.
So yeah, I think that's the reason why they won, just
Yeah,
because they
they
used.
generally had more cash in the end, and they were able to
hmm
do a lot with the cash they had.
Mm-hmm. Seems
They
like cash is such an important part. It really is.
yeah, like they had I think almost 300k, and at that moment when they were
Mm-hmm.
sending, I had 200k, which I can't
Both of
send
them.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did they both have
I can't.
300K or each? Like, was it all together or
No, no,
each?
no, no, no. So it was Daily that
Oh
had
yeah, Tally was just
300k, and
getting so much cash.
yeah, and Wolf had like I think almost 100k. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had
So,
200k, so I could send like 8 purple cube bosses or 7, but he could send 10 of them and spam wizards behind it
oh
because
yeah.
he's getting meanwhile cash from the wave itself. So yeah, that's how they won.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing I've kind of noticed between with matches is it's kind of been consistent. If you don't get a lot of money, I mean, oil rigs especially are so important. Money
Mhm.
income is so important. I've seen in these matches. If you're gonna have lower income, your chances of winning are incredibly dropped, so heavily
Mhm.
I
dropped
It
because you
really
didn't
is.
bring it.
yeah, I
So I,
started finding out that oil rigs were better when I started doing solo chaos after the competition, and
hmm
then yeah,
yeah, oil
probably would
rigs are
have.
really nice. I cannot deny. And plus, what is it?
32.
Is it 60? Yeah, it's 60 waves. So that's like more than any other game mode. So yeah.
Apart
would've-
from
yeah.
endless.
Besides
Oh,
endless,
yeah,
of course.
endless.
But I mean, endless
Couple
is
of
just.
anyway in endless.
Endless is kind of based on RNG though.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Once you got your
if
tower place down, you can't really do
on
much.
Chaos Endless you can get a end cube on wave, I think 400 plus, like a 1% chance. So dumb.
I got one on like before wave 100, I think.
That okay,
Yikes.
that's even dumber. Okay, let's go to the next question.
Tired of that one. So even though you lost to them, how about your previous matches? How had those gone? Were those good? Were like I know you won, but like were they close matches? Were you pretty settled with your wins?
With
How'd
with
that-
much, it
Oh,
was kind of close because they were doing like good. We didn't
yeah.
expect that they were doing that good,
Mhm.
and they had a strategy that on one wave there are like, I think it's wave 50, that there are Super
Mhm.
Sun Cube bosses or Super Sun Cubes
Yeah, just super
coming, like a few, like
Mhm.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
four
and
of
then
them, and they were
Mhm.
sending wizards at that point,
Oh
and
wow.
they set their orbital cannons to last
Mhm.
because on wave 50 there is a Rubik's boss coming,
Mhm.
which the Rubik's
yeah,
boss will be in
tracks
front.
them.
And if you put your orbital cannons to last, same with your satellites, you'll kill the super suns quickly. Yeah,
Yeah,
more
and
quickly
then
than
yeah,
normal.
because we were bound to die, and they were basically on full health. It was
Mm-hmm.
a major
We
difference to
we
begin
had
with.
Yeah.
we had like I think 500 and they had 800.
So they died to the Sun Cube drain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, and were they spent? What were they? What was the cubes that they were sending you during that time? Were they even
Wizards,
sending?
I think.
So
I
they were
think
trying to
wizards
heal up
only.
your.
Yeah, they're just trying to
Ah,
heal up the friend cubes.
so see the wizards here weren't like kept they weren't the win. So they
No.
didn't get the win. So that's evidence right there that the wizards aren't that overpowered. Now again, we're gonna have to review that, but still, well, we've got to do some review to make sure before tonight. But
You can defeat them, but
I'm trying to
how
figure
you
out
use the wizards.
whether or not the wizards are too overpowered. But any other matches of note that were really close or were good wins?
No. With the first match we had,
Oh
our
yeah,
opponent, literally
they
his or her teammate,
they
um,
instead
got
died.
got
Mm,
DC'd, disconnected, and we were like, "Can she rejoin?" She says no. Then she lost on a very early wave, I think, wave 20.
yikes!
And
That
then
happens a
yeah,
lot.
then she never. Then I said just GG. Is everything okay? And she never responded to me back again. And then
Rip.
literally 2 days later, after we won, she
Mm-hmm.
said, "Good match. Sorry for the DC." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." So
Oh.
I didn't know what to do at that point. I was like, "Shall I just rematch?" But it was 2 days ago, you know.
Yeah, at
Like,
that point.
We could rematch them, Kwiekie. You never know.
mhm.
At this
Just
point
like
in
a
the
friendly.
tournament, yeah, we'll rematch.
Do a friendly.
uh,
Sure, why not?
that's cool.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think. So yeah, your previous matches where one of them was close, one of them had the team DC, but you still made it pretty far, and you proved that you were able to get a long way. So that was good.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got lost to very good opponents, good people that are going to be quite a challenge in these semis and finals. We'll have to see. We'll have to see who wins the finals. At this point, viewers will already know who's finalist and who's loser finalist. So
If
I
I
don't
can
know
be
yet.
honest, I bet
Good.
my money on Tilly.
Yeah, a lot of people are betting their
He might
money on
win.
that. I put
I'm,
down
j-
5 match boosters that it's gonna be tough. No, I'm not actually doing that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
guessing.
put 2 skin
I-
crates.
Uh,
Wow.
all right. Well, I think the only other question I have left for you guys, which I've asked Vaughn and Spy as well, if you were to change anything about your strategy in that last match, what would you have done? I think you've already
Sim-
kind of gone
yeah,
on
Oil
it's
that.
or rig.
Yeah,
Oil or
oil.
rig.
it's
Mm-hmm.
simple. We both farm and then we both get our stuff up instead of Redwort defending and then later going up for temples because the Reds didn't get that much income, and I did get a lot, but it was also not enough to get our temples fast enough because you can also drop cash to each other. So yeah.
Yeah.
I also did an experiment afterwards. Apparently, Wave 7 you can summon Tarcube bosses, so you can literally just farm until then, and then you can put up your defenses. You don't even have to defend until Wave 7.
Huh.
So that might help get your rigs up a lot faster.
And honestly, what they did, Taily and Wolf, was literally farming for I think at least 5 waves straight, and then get their first Stealth Bomber and then Poseidon. That's I think what they got.
So yeah, they had their strategy down, so they're prepared. And
They really are. They always are.
I'm gonna talk as if past tense. We definitely threw them off in the semifinals because they're doing Lunar Grove was definitely a big throw off for them, or at least it will be for people watching now. It's definitely have to adjust their strategy, and I probably already explained it, but if you didn't hear, it's to prove that they are able to adjust to the situation and change how their strategy works. That's to prove their ability to do that. So that's why we chose Lunar Grove. We gave them a hard map so they can adjust, and the ones that can adjust will move forward. The ones that cannot will fall into third and fourth. So that is or have, I guess, have fallen into third and fourth. So that was the mindset behind doing Lunar Grove, and I'm hoping, or at least I'm hoping current. I already know as of the publishing of this video, if whether or not what that showed, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. Well, not watching, hosting that tonight, and I hope you guys did enjoy watching that too. Guys, I think that's pretty much everything. I don't have much else to say. Do either of you have anything you'd like to add to this conversation?
Not really. Not anything. No. It was fun having us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was glad you guys competed. It was really fun to host this. I really did enjoy it. But yeah, with that, I think we're pretty much done here. Yeah, guys. I don't know what else to say. What do you think I am? Endless questions? I don't give tests, guys. Thank you guys for taking your time and remaking the room and doing all this mess, and hope got some great little designs in here. They got to design their room as well. So yep, definitely a great interview, and thank you guys for taking your time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Happy to have you guys compete. Very awesome. Guys, thank you everyone so much for watching this little interview with Redwort and Kwiekie. That is the Cube Competitor Files live stream for the finals match. I actually do not know as of current, as we haven't even done the semifinals match, but it'll probably be pretty soon. I'd hope to do it the exact same time this week, but I could be wrong. So this week as of the publishing of this video, so that would be this. For you, it would be this Saturday at 7 p.m. CST. But then again, that may change, so I cannot guarantee that. We'll have to see. But guys, hope you all did enjoy this interview, and thanks, guys. We will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.